Hey, what's up guys? In this video we're going to be going over the differences between the Uniden R1 and the Uniden R3. Under the hood, they're actually based on the same platform, so they're going to have the same level of performance, they've got the same BSM filtering, etc. The main difference is the fact that the R3 is basically an R1 with an added GPS chip, which adds some really helpful functionality, like your GPS lockouts, your low-speed muting, your red light camera alerts, all that kind of stuff, right? And it makes it a more well-rounded detector. With that extra GPS chip, the price goes from $299 to $399. Now, all that GPS stuff, again, that's really the main differences between the detector. In this video, I want to go over, all the features that this guy would have because of the fact that it has that extra GPS chip. Like, for example, if you take a look here on the front of the detector, this one right here has a button to change between city, city 2, and highway modes, right? This one has a different button. It's a GPS related button. You can press it and it will actually learn this location and will actually notify you when you arrive in this location again, which is really nice for maybe manually marking a speed trap or something like that, right? If you want to actually do the same, option to change between city and highway mode, you can do the same thing just by long pressing the menu button up top here, and it'll give you the same options to change between city, city 2, and highway modes. So you've got the same option that's available here, just a different button option or a different button combination, and you've got this extra mark functionality. Now, if you take a look at the displays, you'll notice they're a little bit different as well. Here we've got this kind of heartbeat type deal. We've got the same option here, or you have the option of replacing this kind of scanning heartbeat deal with the clock, which is set by GPS satellites, right? And you can offset with different time zones and whatnot. We'll go into the menu options here in just a minute so you can see all the little nuances and details, which is really what this video is about. Also, if you notice the left-hand side of the screen over here, we have the voltage of the vehicle. Over here, we've got a bunch of different GPS related stuff we can display, like the speed, a compass, our altimeter, again, all sorts of GPS related stuff. We can do the vehicle voltage as well, but with this one, the only option that we have is the voltage. Now, something I noticed about the detectors, it's not actually related to the GPS. If you take a look at the top of the detectors, they are actually a little bit different. The R1 is all black on top, while the R3 actually has a little bit of chrome right here on top, as well as right down there between the menu buttons, where again, the R1 is all black. I don't actually think it's a big deal in practice. Personally, I prefer having an all black detector to make it a little bit stealthier and whatnot, but I don't think it's going to be a huge deal in practice. It is possible for the reflections to show up here in the windshield a little bit more, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, especially for those of you guys who are running your detector up high by the rear view mirror anyways. You're not really going to be noticing that, but that is something that I noticed as a difference aesthetically between the two detectors besides just the buttons right here. Anyways, all the main differences are going to be related to GPS, so let's go ahead and dive into the different menu options to really see, all the different options that this guy has that this guy does not. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so menu. So we've got the ability to change between city, highway, city 2, all that stuff. I'm not going to be explaining what all these different features mean. I've done a separate video going over all this stuff already with the R3. So if you want to know about what any of these different features mean, watch that video. And this one, I just kind of want to skim through what the differences are. So go back in here. Okay, so we can turn our GPS stuff on and off. Let's see, GPS. So we've got our speed camera, our red light cameras, turn those on and off. And we've also got our red light camera quiet ride. Again, basically high-speed muting, so we can mute red light cameras on the highway. Next, voice. Okay, so we turn our voice on and off, turn our bands on and off. You'll notice I have everything turned off right now for the video just to make sure the detectors don't false each other while I'm doing this video. So laser, all different bands and stuff. K-band pop detection, Ka pop detection. They both have our K-band filter, which is our BSM filter essentially. Ka filter. Got TSF, traffic sensor filter, and let's see, K-band wide or K-band narrow. Same thing with Ka band. All threat mode to display multiple signals. Can both do that. They've got different color options. You can see. Let's just we'll set them both to red. Looks like they both have all the same different color options. As you can see, we've got a bunch like this, and I'm just going to set them different because I don't know, kind of cool on video. We'll just make them different detectors. Okay, so scan. This is actually that, let's do this. This is going to be that scanning bar thing. If we exit, remember how this guy had that scanning heartbeat and this one had the time? On this detector, we have the option of actually turning that off if we like. On this detector, we can't do that. So that actually is a difference between the detectors. Actually, it looks like on camera, I'm wearing kind of an orangey red shirt and it's reflecting here on camera. If I lift it up, kind of looks a little bit better. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go back into the menu. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn this guy off. Let's see what else. So we can display on screen. Okay, so we can display our speed. Remember how I mentioned the compass, voltage, like we could with this guy. We can also do the altimeter, all that good stuff. I like to do speed. On this guy, we only can display voltage, so there's no menu option to change that. We can change our speed units between miles per hour and kilometers per hour. Okay, back to auto mute. Both detectors have an auto mute option. We'll keep going. We can turn the backlight on and off for these buttons right here. Let's see, quiet ride, which is our low speed muting. High speed alert if we want, GPS stuff. Let's see, again, we can set our time zones and our daylight savings time. Battery warning, oops, this guy exited, let's go back in. So, low voltage battery alert. We've got our, battery saver. Again, GPS related feature. If you're parked and haven't moved for a while, it can shut off the detector. Nice if you're, again, power supply in your car is always powered, or you're in a parking deck or something for a while and it loses GPS. So this one has the ability to shut itself off if you're parked and your power supply to your car is always supplying power, so that GPS related functionality is pretty handy. This one does not have that option. We've got our self-test, basically the full startup with all the beeps and everything. I like to turn it off. We've got our ability to factory reset. They both have them. Oh, we can delete all of the lockouts and the user marked locations. Here is our firmware versions right here. You can see they're the same one. They're both running public firmware here, 1.25. There's our red light camera database, and then the option to exit. So as you can see, it's all GPS related stuff, right? So clock, speed, lockouts, red light camera alerts, all that good stuff. That's the differences here between the R1 and the R3. So in short, for an extra $100, you get a more well-rounded detector. If you don't need that extra functionality, you can save the $100, get the same level of performance and BSM filtering, and go for the R1. So anyway, that's a quick look here at the production versions of the R1 and the R3. If you want to get either one, I'll put links in the video description to where you can order them. If you have any questions, ask down in the comment area below, or better yet, hop onto RDF. I'll put a link down in the video description to the Uniden discussion area on RDF. That's the best place to discuss all this stuff, go over the differences between the detectors, how they perform, all that good stuff. So anyway, there you go. There's a look at the R1 and the R3. So awesome. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.